Legs looking good today. Hello, it is Pick Central, Barstool's daily gambling show with me, Brandon Walker, the guy that you can depend on to be here every day. And now Rico Bosco has been here every day this week. He is here.
Good attendance. Ben
Mintz is out on yet another Mintz tour because apparently he doesn't get the fact that we're all fucking laughing at him. No, I mean, he doesn't get – hold on. Ben Mintz is out on the Mincy tour. Period. Big Ev not here. I don't know. I think they're opening up a new pizza place in Hoboken. I don't know why I'm mad. I don't know what I'm doing. I'm sorry.
Sometimes you need a day off.
Sorry.
Hot ice. He's been cold. You need a day away.
All right, relax. I don't know what's going on. I'm sorry.
Mental health. The guy's away.
I'm sorry. I'm not trying. Okay. I'd like to think.
Think about that line though. Marty's been out 2 weeks. Like he's doing stuff. He's content. It's just disappeared. Smitty.
Correct, yes.
We don't know what's going on there. Ev took a day. We're.
Ev told me 3 days ago he wasn't going to be here today, so it was fine.
Exactly.
Ev's got something going on, so there's no. Ev takes care of himself every time.
Don't say I'm not a loyal guy. The first two guys I met when I used to come in here was fucking Ev and Ben, and I said I'd quit for one, and now I'm about to walk off for the second.
Well, I don't think
loyalty.
Yeah. Well,
you better behave today. You only have me. If
somehow you turn that into
you start doing a walk off, I'm out.
Somehow you turn that into a praise for yourself. We were talking about other people, and you turned it into a praise for yourself about how loyal you are.
Actually, it'll just.
How did you turn that into how loyal you are?
TJ, do me a favor. Just change. If I do walk out, just change the clocks in here to 5. And just let Brandon do his show then.
Just roll right into it.
Save him the trip.
I'll just roll
what he wants anyway.
All right, so. This is the crew today, me and Rico Bosco. I'm probably going to need you for the yak, too.
I heard about that.
Did you hurt yourself?
Oh, yeah. You didn't. I didn't. I thought I told you the story.
You didn't okay, is this an off-the-air story?
It's
an off-the-air story. That's fine.
I fell down embarrassingly.
Okay, all right. I don't know that it's all that noticeable from just when I'm.
It was. I saw some things going around earlier.
Okay.
I said the chat or whatever, but it was.
Well, the chat just hates everybody.
I thought I told you that.
Whenever you talk to me, it's just in one ear and out the other.
Yeah, fair enough.
All right, fair enough. Za, for some reason, is wearing a... I
had to get a CAT scan.
It's today's Cinco de Mayo. That's why we got taco hats and...
Cinco de Mayo.
Look at him.
The buzz for this weekend is just something unreal.
It is something unreal.
I am writing down... I know you break balls like you don't... The allure of hitting a try box in the Kentucky Derby is what makes me interested in it. Like,
I would.
I still don't know what like starters, close. I'd ask Kelly the other day. I'm like, what does closer mean? Like I get it. I know what it is, but what does it really mean? You know what I mean? But just that try box. You ever look at the history of how much they pay out? Oh,
I know they pay out a lot, but it's
fucking best.
It's like a lottery ticket. But
it is. But
you hit one if you.
I split it with 3 other guys. We go in at a certain amount. It's like $1,000 ticket, and
that would really be something. Hitting $1,000 ticket for one of those?
We doubled.
Yeah.
No. Sorry. All right. Here's how it works. It's $1,000 ticket, which is a combination of a ton of $1 try box.
All right. Fair enough.
So we have, and you put certain horses in only third, only second. Like,
all right.
We doubled up last year, so it's pretty good.
All right. Very, very good. I was outside. Well, I don't know if I should say that. Yeah, I'll save some stuff then to myself. That's nice. That's good restraint. I was out there, and Jersey Jerry's here, and hopefully he'll be on the yak. Are you gonna stay for?
Yeah, hang on.
So, and I was like, "What are you doing this weekend, Jerry?" And he goes, "I hand to God." He goes, "I'm going to a midget party." I was like, "What?"
Oh yeah.
You're going to a what?
It's a derby party.
Right, it's a derby party.
Got the pictures.
Right.
How do I not hear about this?
I don't know.
I feel like I should be the go-to guy for this type of stuff.
Apparently,
I didn't even know this existed.
Apparently, they happen without your. You guys don't have weekly meetings where you go over the agenda?
Apparently, Jerry knows about it more than I do.
You got to come next year, Zah.
I
want in now.
It hasn't happened this year yet. I think you can come this year.
Not to that party, my party.
Gonna join Mincy. Actually, I'd love to.
I know, yeah.
Oh, you are joining Mincy. Here's the thing. Zah's going down to the Barstool Classic, just like Mincy. The Barstool Classic starts Monday. The only thing is Zah's leaving Sunday because it's on fucking Monday.
No, yeah, you need to. You want to? Do you know?
You do need to leave. If something happens on Monday, you do need to leave by the Wednesday.
He's leaving Sunday, dude. Oh, you're talking about Mincy.
He's leaving Sunday.
Oh, yeah. Za's an MVP. My buddy still talks
Vince
about
left yesterday.
My buddy hit that putt. He's got the gif of hugging Za.
Oh yeah, I remember that.
Yeah.
What's up? What's up?
Classic.
It's Jazz Fest. He has to be there.
Here's who I got to thank. Here's who I have to thank. Our new presenting sponsor of Pick Central. It is the new exclusive ticketing partner of Barstool Sports. Listen, we got the playoffs happening. The NHL the Stanley Cup playoffs happening here. The Mets are on fire. The Yankees are on fire. Like in New York, got a lot of sports going on right now. There's a couple of wrestling shows here this week. WWE's here this week. AEW's here next week. Like there's a lot going on. And if you missed the opening or if you haven't got tickets yet, what you want to do is get in on the backside and get you some valued tickets, just the great tickets at great prices. That's what Gametime does. Created by fans for fans, Gametime's a new ticketing app that makes it easier than ever to score last-minute deals on tickets to sports, concerts, and shows. They guarantee the lowest price. They have cracked the code on how to score deals on last-minute tickets. Like I said, the NHL, the Stanley Cup playoffs, the Rangers are hot right now. It's just a lot going on. The purchase process takes just 2 taps and 10 seconds. Like my sex life. And once you buy your tickets, they're delivered directly to your phone, no printer needed. The app also allows you to easily share tickets with friends via text so you can get in the game seamlessly, skip the hassle, enjoy the moment. Download the Gametime app, go to the account tab to create a login, and redeem code CENTRAL for $20 off your first purchase. Again, that's CENTRAL for $20 off your first purchase. Download Gametime, last-minute tickets, lowest price, guaranteed. All right, there you go. That's a show. I think we can wrap it up.
I saw your sister went to Wrigley with the crew.
She did. My sister's with the crew on Barstool vs. America, which means she is not the mystery pooper. No matter how many sleuths online believe that I'm stumping for my sister. Maybe I just believe in the power of people. Maybe I'm just covering up for everybody. Maybe I'm just a good fucking person. Anybody ever think about that? Rico, you ever think maybe Brandon Walker's just a good-ass dude?
Yeah, you're a 1 step forward, 2 steps back guy, though. I think
we're both the same in that.
We're aligned in that.
Yeah, I think we're
we aligned.
Very similar in our.
Without
although
we haven't had too many dust ups. We break balls.
I don't think my steps back are as dramatic as yours.
You cost the boss of this company $500,000.
I didn't give him the bet that I didn't make him bet on a backup quarterback with an interim coach on the road in the rain. That was somebody else that works 15 minutes a fucking week. It wasn't me. And first of all, I still don't know how you and Dan just skated that whole thing.
Because I didn't initiate it.
And then the person that gave him the bet skated the whole thing, and I took the whole thing. But I have big, broad shoulders.
Who gave him the bet again?
If nobody knows, I'm not going to say it. But it was an employee that gave him the bet. But I'm not going to say it. But anyway, I've got broad shoulders. I can take it for everybody. And I took it, and I wore it. God, I wore it like a fucking champ.
Yeah.
Here's what we're going to do at 12:30. We're opening up the phone lines because there's no NBA basketball today. I don't know.
That's a problem.
It's a big problem.
They got to figure that out.
What do we like Thursday?
You needed an extra day.
Also, what's crazy about the NBA is Thursday is like in the regular season. It's their day. They own Thursday. They own Thursday nights. Thursday is when you get the best version of Inside the NBA late night, like 1 a.m. Thursday night is. They own Thursday in the regular season. Why do they run away from? Why are they giving it up in the playoffs? I don't understand.
No, it sucks. It's just what they do.
And then that we have a day off, and then we go into tomorrow.
Then when are they putting Golden State? Friday night?
Tomorrow. Yeah.
Wait, no.
Yeah, tomorrow night's Golden State, right?
And then the Sixers go back. What?
I don't know. Or did they flip them? They might have flipped them.
Let's see.
Because the fucking Celtics and others, they're not until Saturday, I think. Where's my phone?
So all for
who got my phone?
Come on. Here we go.
Tomorrow night.
All right, tomorrow night, Sixers, Heat, and Suns, Mavs. Sorry, Za. So they flipped it. They're putting them back. And then Golden State will be Saturday night. Boston will be Saturday day.
Right.
And then Sunday. Okay.
They went from Tuesday to Saturday.
Yeah, so
that's absurd.
Wild. That's what they want to do. Saturday's so loaded, though. It's crazy. It's good. It is good that Saturday has Boston, Milwaukee, and Memphis, Golden State.
Those are the two better series. At least right now, I do think these series will get more interesting. We'll talk about 888-STOOL-22 if you want to call and give your hockey picks or your baseball picks or whatever you want to do.
Here's the realistic one that
positive vibes.
You always give out these hypotheticals and stuff. How many should we start ranking sports days based on TVs? So you need a need. When I say need, so you need.
Okay.
For the NCAA
That's going to be a
tournament,
3 TV day.
first 2 days of the NCAA tournament is a 4 TV day.
Okay.
Minimum.
All right.
Right? Now, that's even cutting it low to say, like, if you don't want hockey
what is the first Saturday of college football? How many TVs you breaking out for that? A 6 TV day?
No, I mean, I have 3 TVs that divide into 6 screens. So, but yeah, I guess you need, I don't know, you need
Well, okay, all right.
Or-
Let me ask you like this.
because what networks are going,
What is the maximum TV? What's the biggest TV
I guess
day?
a scale 1 to 5.
What's the biggest TV day?
I think Saturday is right up there. When you talk about variety,
Yeah.
Saturday is right
I
there.
have baseball.
Saturday is a 5-star
Baseball's in the
TV
swing, Stanley Cup playoffs, NBA
NBA,
playoffs,
the Derby, baseball,
big fight.
golf,
But speaking of a Canelo fight, I mean,
zone.
DAZN.com, DAZN.com/Barstool. That is key. DAZN.com/Barstool. If you go to DAZN.com and buy the fight, you're going to get regular commentary. If you go to DAZN.com/Barstool, you're going to get Dan, you're going to get Dave, you're going to get Roan and Caleb on interviews, you're going to get Robbie Fox. I don't know if you saw it. Can we? It's public, right? The Robbie Fox getting kicked video?
Once spinning back fist hits 20K on YouTube.
That's it. No, I think it's out.
Oh,
Can you find it for me?
all right.
I think they released it this morning. I don't know if they released it in the show. I think they might release it in the show. I don't know where exactly they released it. It's definitely out. And it's not spinning back fist. He was using that show to grow My Mom's Basement, I think. I think it's My Mom's Basement on YouTube. I know something about using one show to grow another. I do it poorly all the time. 888-STOOL-22. I have got to get your take. Did
You just kind of brush that over, though.
What did I brush over?
TV thing. All right,
Well, I don't think
that's
we got-
fine. It's right now's the
Okay,
appetite.
all right, stop.
Revisit it.
Everybody stop. Memorial, I'm
No.
trying to think.
I don't think Memorial Day is that.
Yeah, all
big.
right, well, I'm throwing out ideas. It used to be, it's not anymore, New Year's Day. But no, that was 20 years ago. New Year's Day was.
They scatter it though.
Oh, they don't even scatter anymore. It's all blown to hell.
Definitely only a handful of them, but it's more of one of those like variety type things. Like I feel like a random Saturday in October with the World Series going on and a Saturday night. You get where I'm trying to go with this.
No, I get it. I'm just trying to align everything. It's a couple of weeks ago, and I don't think it always lines up, but every now and then you'll get opening day baseball, Final Four, and the Masters. Like it's all close together. I don't think it ever lines up perfectly, but that's a period that's close to it. But this might be, this day right here coming up might be one of them. But the thing about the Derby is, unless you watch all the prelims, and you might, I don't know.
I check in.
You only need it for 2 minutes.
Right, but you do need it. So like that factors in at 7:30. You need that television. 7 o'clock.
When do you start watching the Derby? You start when they start walking the horses around. I mean, really start focusing on it.
Here's why. At 6 o'clock every year, I'm afraid that's when they're gonna race.
Right. Yeah.
So I've always been convinced, and I'm convinced they moved it back. It's like
6:09, right? Is it? What time is it?
6:57.
It's 6:57.
That's what I read. It's 6:50. Now that could be local.
Okay, they moved that back.
1,000%. Every year I turn it on at 6 o'clock, and I'm like, here we go, the horses, and they're walking them, and they take forever to walk them. It also depends on the race before, whatever. But yeah,
there's always that one asshole horse that doesn't go in the gate.
Yep, that's how it goes, and that's usually the one you bet on. So it is what it is. But I think this is the top tier weekend of when you talk variety of televisions, like checking in and what you need to have an eye on.
All right, so I got to get your take on
Sure.
this take. Did you see Bob Ryan's take yesterday?
I did not.
Bob Ryan of the Boston Globe has been a sports writer since
Outside the lines,
1932. Right? No, not out. He's on the other one. Not pardon my interruption. The other one, the one with all of them. What's the fucking name of that show?
Around the Horn.
Around the Horn. Thank you.
Wait, are we talking about the same Bob Ryan?
Bob Ryan. Yeah, he's been on everything. He was on Sports Reporters. He's been one of their go-to guys for years and years and years. But he's been on.
He's an outside the lines guy.
Yeah, he's been on it all. He's been on all ESPN productions. What do you want me to say? Okay, he's outside lines, but he's also fucking Around the Horn. He's also Sports Reporters. He's been on all of their stuff.
All right.
Ugly as shit, old. Anyway.
I don't know if he was on Outside the Lines now that I'm Around the Horn. That's what it was. All right. Yeah, go ahead.
Oh, you You wasted all that time just to say he's on the show that I said he was on at the beginning.
Fair enough. TJ's from Trenton, New Jersey. Go ahead.
Shout out to Thunder.
Yep. Go ahead.
Okay.
R.I.P.
Okay. Bob Ryan yesterday said, and TJ, I texted it to you. Can I see that? I'd like to just get Rico's first flush take from this. It's a
can't be a tweet.
It's a basketball take, and it's spicy. It's the most old man take I can remember seeing in a long time. And I am absolutely stalling as TJ.
Speaking of old man, you see JJ Redick going at Mad Dog?
What did he go at Mad Dog for?
Like when Mad Dog was basically saying, I'm sick and tired of Draymond Green, and JJ Redick's like, and he's like, I think a lot of people are. And JJ Redick's like, well, you're wrong because a ton of people fucking listen to his podcast. He got a high podcast. Ton of people he signed a Turner deal. Ton of people want to hear what he is. He's like, that's a lazy take. And he like compared it, kind of made it like a little political. It was interesting to see JJ Redick go at him.
I kind of like that. All right, here's Bob Ryan yesterday. The 3-point shot distorts the game at every level, discourages pivot play, and promotes a mindset that leads to stupid shots just because we never needed it. It's the gimmick of a promoter named Abe Saperstein, who was the Globetrotters guy. Worst thing to happen to basketball in my lifetime. And you think, is he joking? Is he what's he? Go down a little bit. Or is that just a screenshot? That might be a screenshot. No, go down. This guy says, I like Bob Ryan a lot, but man, is he wrong? I couldn't be more correct. The 3-point shot has ruined basketball.
It's a lazy take.
It's not just lazy. It's wrong-headed. It's thick-headed. It's stupid. It's old man yells at clouds. Like, I don't know that any take could possibly make you as outdated as that one. And this is a guy that's been a sports writer for like 50 years.
It's not like it's a 12. It's like a same percentage. Like you're lowering the percentage of the shot, and that's why it's worth more points.
What do you want? Do you want a game where you just throw it into a 7-footer and he backs down and that's our offense? Or do you want a free-flowing game where the ball moves? The ball moves around the perimeter. It darts and it goes and like the 3-point revolution over the last 15 years has opened up basketball to a point where now you get the extra pass, you get the extra ball movement. It's not ISO ball. If there were no 3-point line, you would just give it to your best player and it would be ISO ball all the time. It's for a guy who made his living like as a sports writer, his best time was probably when Larry Bird was coming up in the 80s. Like Larry Bird was one of the pioneers of the 3-point shot. I can't imagine how you have this take. The 3-point shot's one of the best things that ever happened to basketball and maybe one of the best things that ever happened to sports.
You can fine-tune it. You could say the reliance on the 3-point shot like annoys me. I think that the reliance on the 3-point shot is not a long-term success, which I do stand by. I think a ton of teams who shoot too many threes in college, like that's the way.
There will be there's always evolutions of basketball.
1,000%.
Right now we're
just narrow it down and say the shot has to go.
Yeah,
you can't do that. It's like saying, it's like you gotta find. You can't just eliminate something. You can't eliminate parts of everything. You got to find out why.
Ultimately, basketball is a game of skill. Correct?
Yes.
One of the most sought after skills is shooting the basketball. Shooting. It's one of the most fundamental things in basketball. Having a 3-point line puts a premium on shooting the basketball. You're teaching kids to shoot. You're not teaching kids to be taller than everybody. You're not teaching kids to be stronger than everybody, faster than everybody. You're teaching them how to shoot, and that opens up everything. And I just can't imagine a world where a successful, legendary sports writer such as him, I'm not denigrating him at all. He's had a career anybody would suck dick to have. But that's just one of the worst takes I've ever heard.
Yeah, I mean, I kind of
embarrassing.
I equated a little bit too to like passing. Like, are we going to shame the NFL because
right?
So there's what's higher percentage, handing the ball off or margin of error, handing the ball off to a guy and accumulating 4 to 6, potentially 96 yards on a run, or taking a chance, throwing it in the air. You need to have the blocks. You got to take a couple of seconds. Guys have to run a route. They have to get open, like the margin of victory. But what is the benefit of that? The risk reward. You can get a 15-yard gain on a pass. You're not always getting that on a run. You get a 12-yard gain on a pass. You get a 25-yard run, catch and run, this and that. Same with the 3-point. Like, you're taking the chance to get more value. It's risk reward.
If you build your team around the 3-point shot and you have a night where you go 3 for 21, you're going to lose.
100%.
There's risk reward, just like he said. I mean, I just can't. I can't fathom, especially now. Like if you had this taken in the early 2000s when there were everybody was clanking shots all over the place, and the 90s when all the defense, I could see you having that take then. Maybe you're trying to, but now after Steph Curry and Klay Thompson, and after all these 3-point marksmen, and after the game has just opened up so beautifully, I just don't understand it.
Here's the other part too: is like the guys have to just. It's not like it's a charity thing, and the hoop's 6 feet.
Yeah.
And
you have to make the shot.
12-foot shot. You got to make the fucking shot. You also have to make the shot with world-class athletes in your fucking eyes. Yeah. Sometimes 2, off a dribble, off a catch, shoulders turn. Like, what are we talking about here?
It's
not a guarantee that anybody could hit a 3.
I just couldn't fathom that take when I saw it yesterday.
Tough. That's tough.
All right, now there was one. There were 2 calls I had on the Brandon Walker show. In 10 minutes, I'm going to get to your calls. 888-STOOL-22. There were 2 calls I had on the Brandon Walker show that gave me very good talking points, discussion points, and I want to bring them to you right now.
Sure.
Non-sports for 3 minutes, so bear with us. You'll like the discussion. Somebody called last night and said, Brandon, I'm going to give you 3 decades. I want you to rank those decades simply by the comedy movies that happened within them. He gave me the 80s, the 90s, and the 2000s. Obviously, 2010s isn't eligible because we stopped being funny because we're giant pussies as a society 10 years ago.
2000s had some. That's recency bias, but the 2000s had some fucking heavy hitters.
Now listen, I think it comes down to 2 decades here. And there's one clear third place, but the 80s has Airplane, Caddyshack, Spaceballs, National Lampoon's Christmas Vacation, Major League, the Police Academy movies. The 80s has the entire run of John Candy. The 80s has almost the entire run of Steve Martin, Three Amigos. The 80s has the entire run of Chevy Chase, Fletch. The 80s has a shit ton of great comedies. 90s,
I'll give you real quick. I will give you an 80s comedy that you need to watch. You have to promise me on our friendship.
All right.
The Hollywood Nights.
I don't know what that is.
It's hysterical.
Okay.
You know who Robert Wool is?
Oh, the Naked. Yeah, Robert Wool. He
steals
was
steals the movie.
The Naked Gun also came out in the 80s. Okay, so
watch that.
What?
On our friendship, you will watch that.
I will watch it. Okay. Just tell me where it's streaming.
Hollywood Nights.
All right. Here's the 90s takes a step back. I think the 90s has the entire Jim Carrey run, and it has
heavy Sandler.
It has Sandler, the good
Farley.
Sandler. It's got all that. But compared to the 80s and compared to the 90s, I don't.
Friday.
2000s. I mean, I don't think it has any. Now, getting to the 2000s. You start off the decade with Zoolander and Meet the Parents and stuff like that, but that's just an appetizer. Best in Show.
Austin Powers, I feel like, was then.
Then you get that was late. That was 90s. Then you get the entire
the sequels. Okay, you're right.
You get the Judd Apatow run. You get the entire Will Ferrell good run. You get the Old School. You get Talladega Nights. You get Anchorman. You get
Borat.
You get Superbad. You get Knocked Up, The 40-Year-Old Virgin, Forgetting Sarah Marshall, like on and on and on. This goes deep and deep and deep. It just goes on and on and on in the 2000s. I think the answer
Grandma's
is
Boy.
Okay.
You didn't like Grandma's Boy?
Never saw it. That just sounds ridiculous. Okay.
It's
is that Andy Samberg?
No, it's
okay, who is that?
Nick Swartzen.
Don't get okay.
Grandma's Boy. Has anyone seen Grandma's
Mighty
Boy?
Wind, Best in Show.
Grandma's Boy's good.
I think it's the 2000s, followed by the 80s, followed by the 90s.
Yeah, you make a case for the 8. Like, I don't remember enough being, and like Spaceballs wasn't up my alley, and I haven't watched Police Academy, I don't think, in full ever.
Well, first of all, the original Police Academy is fantastic.
I'll check it out.
It got stupid. It got bad. Like it went.
Yeah, they make a million of them. Yeah, I guess the 90s is not as
Ghostbusters. It's Back to the Future be in the
not a comedy.
It's pretty. I think it is. I think Back to the Future is comedy adjacent.
Fair.
I mean,
Yeah, I guess you're right. I'm still sticking by the 2000s. The 2000s was a.
No, I agree. I think it's the 2000s.
Also, you're forgetting a major franchise in the 2000s.
What am I forgetting?
The Jackass movies. You
Correct.
get the Jackass movies in the 2000s.
All right, let's see what the chat has to say. I normally don't give a shit what the chat has to say. They can suck my dick. But I
imagine they're weighing in on the 2000s.
Yeah, I'm gonna see what they're saying here.
Grandma's Boy slaps. Grandma's Boy is great.
Grandma's Boy. That's what all these movies we're talking about, and we're talking about Grandma's Boy.
Grandma's Boy is good.
Luke UT86 says 2000 maybe a tad better than 90s, 80s on the bottom. Well, Luke UT86 is a dumb fucking cunt. That's just stupid. 80s are incredible. Airplane, Caddyshack. I don't know what to tell you. Back to the Future is comedy adjacent. They literally they waited to do the shooting so they could get Michael J. Fox from Family Ties. Tropic Thunder, Step Brothers. I didn't say Step Brothers. 90s, 2000s, 80s. You lose. See, I appreciate the chat boys because they show up every day, but fuck, they're dumb as fucking bricks. They're just dumb as rocks. God damn. Oh, we didn't mention The Hangover for the 2000s.
No.
Didn't mention The Hangover. Didn't mention Dumb and Dumber.
Well, you said
okay.
the Jim. When you say the Jim Carrey run,
the chat doesn't want to. The chat doesn't want to weigh in with their actual thoughts. They just want to weigh in with thoughts they think will bother me. And then I would love to utilize you guys if you would say your thoughts and say what you think. You just want to say things to bother us. That's bitch made. You guys are bitch made. 888-STOOL-22. And then
Voodoo, Amazon Prime, YouTube, Google Play,
Hollywood
Apple
Nights.
TV, Hollywood Nights.
And my last take is
very stupid, but it's very
my last question is this. This came from the Brandon Walker Show last night. NCAA football franchise for EA Sports will come back next year.
Yeah.
If you could take –
I don't even have a system.
The last one was in 2013. The last cover guy was Denard Robinson. If you could take a guy from 2013 until now in college football and he is the face of the next – you put him on the cover, who would it be?
From 2013 to now?
Yes. I think there's a slam dunk easy answer.
Yeah. All right. 2013 was around the year Jameis won. 24. I'm trying to think.
It wasn't around the year Jameis won.
Yeah,
it was the year Jameis won.
All right. I'm trying to think of who's been. I'm gonna go out of the. You're gonna get mad. I'll go out of the box and put Nick Saban on the cover.
What?
I'm gonna put Nick Saban on the cover. He's synonymous with college football. It's turned into a coach's game.
The answer is Joe Burrow. Joe Burrow.
Player?
Yeah.
Yeah, I see that.
Joe Burrow is he had the best season of anybody in that time frame.
Okay.
Joe Burrow, Baker Mayfield, good college player, didn't have as good a year as Joe Burrow. Kyler Murray didn't have as good. Lamar Jackson, none of these guys had as good a year as Joe Burrow, and none of those guys won a national championship. I think the answer is Joe Burrow in the parameters that I have laid out to you.
Yeah. Player, Burrow.
And you want to do Saban. Nothing gets me
You're
more
asking
fired
me
up than seeing a 70-year-old dude on the fucking cover of a video game.
Who's dominated since they did it? It's Saban.
Maybe get Saban and Dabo just staring at each other. God. I mean, you're right. Saban is the biggest name in college football.
You're right. It took me a second. I kind of forgot about Burrow, but I need LeBron to tweet about Burrow, remind me how good he is.
Here's the thing. I'm a big college football guy. I have the college football podcast here at Barstool. If you were on a college football property, you would probably know these things, but you're not. So it is what it is. Chat boys, you're up, so don't disappoint me.
That's Burrow. Makes sense.
None of them are answering this question at all. So wait.
You want the leg kick?
Yeah, actually.
Oh man, Euro trip in the 2000s.
I was reading the Wednesday chat.
Johnny Football, Trevor Lawrence.
No. First of all, Johnny Football played before. Johnny Football doesn't fall in this window. Where's Thursday? There we go. Yes, we want the leg kick. So Robbie Fox wanted 20,000 followers for his nerd podcast, and he got it. And that he said, when I get 20,000 followers, Meatball Molly is going to kick me. She's going to kick me right in the leg. Jesus. Here it is. So go and fire that up. All right, spinning back fist.
Fox, this is Meatball Molly, and this is spinning back fist.
All right. She kicked the fuck out of him, Rico.
I thought she kneed him the way. Let me see that again.
Yeah, I want to see it many more times.
Like a knee.
I want to see him many more times.
Dude, he's lucky he didn't die.
Okay. All right. Here we go. I'm Robbie Fox. He did it like a jackass thing. Okay. She takes a step into it. Oh, God.
Oh, no, she does. You see what I'm talking about? The angle, how the foot's been the back, and it.
Yeah.
Damn.
That is just one of the. Oh,
God.
Now, I've heard rumors that they might be assembling a Lowering the Bar episode where you just get kicked by Meatball Molly. Would you do that? I'm going to go on record. I will not do it. I will not. I do not desire getting kicked in the leg by that woman.
I don't know if I could do that.
Can I one more time?
Because I think it's
just one more time.
I think it's cryable pain.
I think it is too.
I don't want that on camera.
All right. Oh, here we go. So this is a quarter speed. She takes. Look how far she takes a step, but she crow hops into it. I mean, she plant. Oh God!
Oh, Jesus.
Look at her face. Like, oh shit!
She didn't have much regard. She's kind of, I mean, like, compassion.
I mean, she's a fighter. What are you gonna do? She didn't know how to turn it off. I thought when they said, she's gonna kick him in the leg, she might. I don't know. She just tap him or something. I didn't know she was gonna do that.
Oh, she hit him.
Good for her.
Damn.
Good for her. And Tim Hitchings is in the chat, by the way.
The GOAT.
On this
No
show,
way.
On this show, Tim Hitchings is a winner.
The GOAT.
He's a fucking winner. We stand Tim Hitchings around here.
What do we think about just doing? It is the summer. You might need a day off. We let Tim Hitchens on Father's Day and your dad. Although he's not available. I was gonna say we get the dads to just host an episode, but that's unfair to you. It's good that Tim was around for his kid's life. We'll workshop it. We'll come back to it.
Yeah, we should be able to find a couple of dads. Should be able to. Be able to find a couple dads to fill in for us.
You can't.
I love how and this doesn't apply right now because we're good, but when I take a shot at you, you're like, oh, this guy. He just takes a couple. I throw a little bit of rock. He throws a boulder at me.
Mine only fit in the storyline of the episode. I'm not out in left field.
What do you mean mine? You shoehorn my dad into every episode when you can.
Yeah, you're right. But as long as it fits.
All right.
It's a big Venn diagram, but I figure it out.
888. 888 Stool 22. We have.
Did I tell you where we were on air? There were 30 people in the conference room upstairs. I don't recognize one of them.
No, it's upstairs is a
crazy.
different world.
Wild.
Well, when I already bought it, but when I move into my house in Naperville, Illinois, in the cul-de-sac, and me and Dan raise our kids out there. Oh, by the way, can I do the Gymboree thing? Can I take over that?
Yeah, you might as well.
I take over Gymboree. So I'll take over the Gymboree spot. But when you're left back here, you and Jerry are running it. You're not gonna know anybody.
No.
Just a bunch of people that you don't know. It's just the business floor. It's just gonna be nerd central up in here.
Nah, they work.
I
have enough.
They didn't work.
I have enough people that they'll introduce me.
Just be you, Jerry, and Za, just trying to holding parties with the. Oh no, never mind. Chicago.
I'm in Chicago.
Okay.
Shame.
All right, here we go. We go to.
I told Vibbs is here every day. I told Vibbs when they turn this place into a mall, I will give him opportunity to be a manager at American Eagle. I think he works hard enough there.
It really is crazy that you can identify somebody here by saying they work here. They're here every day. That's should kind of be a given. Like
okay.
No, but what I'm saying is in this office right now in 2020, it's not a given. Like the amount of people that if we put a list up of who's here every day, not a very long list.
Yeah, I tried it for a week and then
it just ran out.
No, I put myself on
he's here every day.
I put myself on a not attendance list.
Well, the problem with your attendance list was you started taking attendance and then threw a high noon can at somebody and couldn't come for a month.
Yeah, okay, that's what I just said.
You got to put an in-school suspension.
Yeah, I did. Like Chris Patuzzi, 73 demerits, 2005.
Let's start in the state of Ohio with Jeremy from Ohio. What's up, Jeremy?
Hey, what's up, guys? Brandon, I can't wait for NCAA to come back. I won multiple national titles with Wazoo back in the day. I think I can give Coach Doug's a run for his money. What I wanted to ask you guys is, what is one program you think is going to make a comeback within the next 5 to 10 years? I think it's going to be Nebraska. I think the NIL is going to really benefit them. Thanks for taking the call.
Thank you very much. That's a very good question. I think the answer is Miami. Miami is never far from being great. With the talent in South Florida, the talent in Florida, if you get the right coach and the right quarterback, you can get back quick.
Yeah.
And I think it's Miami. USC's got Lincoln
That's
Riley.
what I was going to say. Along the same lines, I'm going to go USC.
Yeah.
It's going to take one guy. Yeah. They go back into the, and the fucking V's up. Like, excuse me, USC's got a lot of money out there. They just need one to turn it around. And it's better when they're good.
There's a couple more. I pick Miami. You pick USC. I know it's a joke every year. You say they're back. You say they're back. I think Texas really will be pretty good this year.
Yeah.
I think with the quarterback, as long as he's pretty good, and I have no reason to believe he won't be. And then I think Tennessee's not all that far off. They need defensive talent, but they're recruiting at a high level, and they're willing. I mean, they're a bunch of fucking idiots for their team. They'll pay $40 million for a recruiting class. So
you know who Ev says he's a little high on it's a totally different discussion of not being back, but just at least not being a doormat anymore is Kansas.
I love Kansas. Lance Leipold's a dude. He's a fucking dude. And everybody jokes. Everybody likes to poke fun at Texas and say, oh, they lost to Kansas last year or they lost to Kansas. You realize how close Kansas was to beating Oklahoma last year?
Yeah.
Kansas had Oklahoma beat, and then Oklahoma got a questionable call on a 4th down when Caleb Williams went and took the ball. Like, they could have beat Oklahoma. Like, they had several teams beat. And
but
just
for
didn't.
all those games, there's so many that they're out of it in fucking 6
That's fine,
plays,
but
you know
not under this guy, man. He's changing.
Yeah, no,
I think this Leipold knows what the fuck he is doing. All right, we move on to line 4, and that's Aaron in Ohio. That's 2 straight in Ohio. Hello, Aaron.
Hey, what's up, boys? How we doing?
Good. What's going on?
All right, B-Walk, I got a question for you. On this very broadcast, you said that you had 30 people in your high school that could dunk the ball. Are you full of shit or what? Rico said he was on a top 15 team in the state.
That's true.
That poor bastard Mincy said he had one person in his high school that could dunk a ball. My question to you.
Yeah, I think I'm close to 30. I think I could hit 30, but him having 30 is a stretch, in my opinion. Unless you just got a bunch of big dumb.
I'm trying to think of a politically correct way to say what I'm about to say. I went to West Point High School, West Point, Mississippi. West Point High School, demographically, 85% black, 15% white, 1,200 people in the school. I'm being conservative when I say there were 30 people that could dunk in the high school.
What'd you have, half and half, boys and girls?
Yeah, but I'm being conservative.
I went to all boys, 15.
I'm being conservative. There's 2A and 1A schools in rural Mississippi that have 30 and 40 guys that can dunk. I'm not saying they're all basketball players. I'm not saying they're all – I could dunk. Alvin McFarland could dunk. Harvey Credo could dunk. Antoine Walker could dunk. Baron Davis could dunk. Josh Myers could dunk. Dwayne Jefferson could dunk. This is all in one class. This is all –
You're not helping your case when you list 2 NBA players.
Marshane Hatchett could dunk. Let's see. Gerard Williams could dunk. This is all – Reggie Jackson was younger than us. Marcus Randall was younger than us. Marcus Doss was younger than us. They could all dunk. Yeah, I can name 30 right now that could all dunk from my high school. I can give you names. Marcus Doss played 10 years in Mexico. Dwayne Jefferson played 12 years in Greece. Like – 30 people to dunk in a 1,200 person high school.
It's just a lot.
That's not a lot. I don't think that's a lot at all.
I wonder if I could have hit 50 then. I think I have to top you.
20 years ago?
What do you mean? Yeah.
What are you saying? 20? You're saying that people couldn't dunk 20 years ago?
No. I'm not saying that. I would think less people could dunk back 20 years ago than they can now.
That's one of the dumbest things I've ever heard in my life.
That doesn't make a lot of sense.
That's really fucking stupid.
I guess now I'm thinking about it. Yeah, you're probably.
You should probably think. And next time, maybe don't call next time. That was that was really dumb.
I almost want to call my buddy, see if he thinks 50. Am I shorted with 30?
Yeah, 30 is not that many.
I know, but I'm wondering.
You got 4 classes of kids in a school. Maybe the freshmen have 1 or 2, but the seniors are going to have 8 to 10. I'm talking about dunking a basketball. I'm not talking about playing professional. But what are you doing?
I'm seeing it. Just want to get his answer quick and see if he thinks 50 is the right thing. Go ahead.
There's high schools in Texas with 30. I bet they have 150, 200 kids.
Yo, you're live on the air. Real quick. Brandon said 30 people could dunk his senior year in high school. We kind of thought that was a lot, but I said where we played and like how many guys we had, and then do you think we're shortchanging it? Do you think 50 could have dunked by the time we were seniors?
50 guys in our league?
No, in the school.
Oh, in the school? That's a lot, man. 50?
Do you think 30 for sure?
30's a good number, I'd say. I wouldn't go 50.
All right, so 30 to 50. All right, fair. All right, thanks, man. Stay safe.
Your high school had a bunch of fucking dipshit Irish jackasses that pretend to be Italian,
Dude,
and you had a bunch of
going through my names.
you had a bunch of 5'11" Italians and Irishmen pretend to be Italians.
Saquon,
All
like don't start.
I can't.
B-Mac,
I can't believe. Timmy O'Callahan couldn't fucking dunk.
Don't start listing my fucking guys. G-Rock, a ton of guys that can fucking dunk.
I mean, it's if you get down south, where demographics change, you're gonna have 100 guys.
I would say that the
demographics
you're relying on are probably the same in Brooklyn, New York.
I bet there's high schools in Brooklyn where 200 guys can dunk.
I don't know.
For reference, my suburban New Jersey high school that was 55% Asian and Indian, probably less than 5 could dunk. I would say, out of 1,600.
Just do a chart. Yeah, I'd have to go through like rosters.
If anything, 30, my 30 is low.
We had 3 or 4 guys who could dunk on the varsity B team. One of the best jumpers, so I figure 8 guys probably could have dunked on my team without a doubt.
I had
3 or 4 guys there. It's 12.
We had 2 white guys.
3 JV, that's 15. Yeah.
All right. I don't
know. It's interesting.
That was fun. I like that.
Yeah.
It actually was a good call, Aaron from Ohio. I didn't mean to insult you. But the last part of your call was bad. It was 20 years.
Yeah, that doesn't change.
Right.
Like people are just getting shorter.
Yeah. DeCucci in Toronto, Rico's favorite guy. Hello, DeCucci.
Look, boys, I gotta just say 90s movies first and foremost. Home Alone, Groundhog's Day, Wayne's World, Clerks, Tommy Boy. Those are all absolute classics. I'm not sure why they got slept on so hard.
They were fine. I just think the 80s and 2000s are a little bit deeper.
2000's still the gold medalist in my opinion, but you're right. We forgot Home Alone.
I said Home Alone.
Did you?
Yeah.
Oh, I didn't hear that.
I did forget Tommy Boy.
Well, I said the
You know why?
Farley
And I'm about to say
run.
it out loud. You know why I forgot Tommy Boy?
I don't like it.
Because Tommy Boy kind of fucking sucks. All right.
Ouch.
Continue.
Anyways, I got a soccer play for you guys. A bit of a quiet slate in the baseball today, and no NBA. So we're going to travel to Germany for some beer. We're going to take West Ham over Frankfurt. Not going to get too complicated with this one. Frankfurt gives up the most crosses as a Big Five team in any of the Big Five leagues, and West Ham is a bunch of really tall guys. So I think they're going to win the game. I'll hang up and listen. Thanks so much.
All right, thank you. I wonder how many of their tall guys can dunk.
I don't know.
I don't either. We go to line 1. That's where Wyatt is in Massachusetts. Go ahead, Wyatt.
What's up, guys? I'm about to tee off on a par 3. I need your help on club selection. Do you guys think it's about 154 the pin? Should I go 8-iron or should I try to hit it lightly with a 7-iron?
Is it uphill or downhill?
It's kind of uphill. There's a little bit of water in between, but it shouldn't be too much of an issue.
Is the pin in the front or the back?
I don't give a fuck.
All right, thanks, guys.
Is the pin in the front or the back? Hit the 7.
I hung up on him.
Whatever. Hit the 7.
Also, if you're thinking, if you're ever thinking, should I max out this club or should I go light with this club? Max it out. Don't be a bitch.
Yeah.
Just hit the fucking ball.
Do you want to play in a scramble with me this summer?
Kinda, yeah. I'm so good.
My brother's fucking really good. We're gonna win. Like the goal is to win, and I'm gonna contribute. I'm gonna tell you
I'm
right
only
now.
hitting
under.
I'm hitting
2.5 shots.
I'm hitting 18 shots.
You're just hitting the drive.
I'm just hitting on the tee box. Y'all can handle the rest. I'm hitting 18 shots.
Yeah, but it's best ball. It's
I'm
scramble.
in 18 shots, Rico.
But it's not even like you're ever in a bad spot.
I'm in 18 shots. I don't know what.
You're not gonna putt. You're not gonna try and hit a 25-footer for us.
I can't putt.
Eagle.
I can't putt. I get around the green and I can't.
All right, so then you have to
no
be.
feel.
You have to be on best behavior though. No complaining. It's too hot. I don't want any of your headache shit. Like you need to be good vibes for it.
Mark and
you're
Philly.
on the fringe.
Mark and
I don't know if I
Philly.
can trust you.
Mark and Philly. What's up?
What's up, fellas? How you doing?
Better than the Sixers.
Why?
That's fair. That's fair. No, I mean, it's just showing that Joel Embiid should have been the MVP. This team would have stunk without him. But I digress. I'm looking at some late night baseball tonight. I love the Mariners at plus 120 at home against the Rays. The Mariners started hot, but are 2-7 in their last 9. I think that's a blip on the radar, and they're going to start getting back on track this weekend. Robbie Ray is on the mound tonight, and the Rays roster bats 208 against him. And not only do I like the Rays plus 120 tonight, but I love them even more at minus 120 tomorrow with Logan Gilbert on the mound, who looks like a baby DeGrom Cy Young candidate with a .64 ERA at 4-0. He's 20-1 on the Barstool Sportsbook to win the Cy Young, by the way. So take the Mariners with Robbie Ray tonight, cash it, and roll it over into tomorrow with the Mariners and Logan Gilbert.
Oof, I kind of like that a lot. Baby DeGrom, what a fucking nickname that is. Which he just, I don't think that's a nickname. He just gave it to him. 888 Stool 22. We go to Derek in Connecticut. Hello, Derek.
What's going on, guys? Got a baseball pick for you here today.
Yes.
I'm going to go with Padres and Marlins over 7. So San Diego has covered this number in 9 straight games. Miami has covered this in 4 of 5. But the big reason I'm on this today is San Diego's bullpen. They have the 5th worst bullpen ERA in the league at 4.13, and they played a doubleheader yesterday, which taxed their bullpen for 7 2/3 innings. And Nick Martinez is on the bump. He's only gone 5 innings in all 4 starts. A lot of bullpen, a lot of runs.
All right.
Over.
Derek, let me stop you here. Rico, can you tell me what Derek's pick was?
No.
Was your phone that important?
I'm deep.
Glad you're listening, Rico.
I apologize. I'm deep into the dunk thing. I'm trying to get.
It was Padres over.
Padres over.
Padres over
Sorry.
7.
Right.
All right. Thank you very much. Thank you.
Shot it out. I thought I could get it. I heard 5th worst. Go ahead. Give the stat again. That was a good stat. 5th.
That guy's been gone for 30 seconds.
Worst ERA.
That guy's been gone for 30 seconds. We've moved on. We're now at Dick in Texas.
What'd you call me out?
Mincy? I call Mincy out every day when he does it.
It's not every day. I
call Mincy. Mincy does it every day.
Yeah, I don't do it every day.
All right, this guy's name is Dick in Texas, so this could be a wild ride. Hello, Dick.
Nuts.
Hey, so y'all were talking about teams that could make a comeback first call. So what do you think about SMU making that comeback to, say, the 80s heyday?
Now,
I'm just going to hang up. That's a dumb question. That's just a dumb question. It's just a dumb question. No.
Yeah, they're uphill in Texas.
No. They're
No,
no.
they're never going to get. Yeah, okay.
Right. That can't happen.
Give a little.
I can't turn.
They're not going to the Big 12.
I can't
correct?
turn my asshole off. When somebody calls in and they have a bad question, I have to tell them they have a bad question.
Okay, well, think of it flip side. They're not going to the Big 12, correct?
Right.
They could dominate the AAC and become a Boise mid. Boise mid.
You're still behind. You're behind.
I got you.
You're behind everybody. You're behind Baylor, Texas Tech, Houston. Now you're behind Houston. The only time they had a fucking heyday is when they cheated tremendously. They can't have that advantage anymore. That's a dumb fucking question. Cal in Texas, go ahead.
Hey, quick, gas them up Thursday. Brandon hair looks great. Cabs are popping. Rico, love the shirt. Makes you look jacked. Looking good, boys. Quick dunk comment. I grew up in Minnesota. There's not a high school in Minnesota that has 20 kids. We won state championships in every sport. We had like a dunk contest one year, my junior year. We had 9 kids who could touch rim, basically. They were barely dunks. But
I mean, listen.
Anyway, for pick.
You opened the fucking gates with this.
I did, but am I supposed to be surprised that a fucking high school in Minnesota with 28 guys named Austin and Dylan can't dunk? I mean, I don't. All right, go ahead.
No, I mean that's fair. I'm just saying that you got to account for that entire state. I got a hockey pick for you. Dallas and Calgary, they're in a bloodbath. This whole series, it'll be low scoring. I like the under 5.5 tonight, and then I pair it with Dallas plus 1.5. I think it's close. They're I don't know, you guys don't really care, but hockey-wise, they're a great matchup, first line versus first line. And then it's just the scrubs, the second, third, fourth, who can get a goal. And I just don't see a lot of offensive fireworks there. So take that pick. It's plus 188 if you parlay it.
I love that.
I parlayed Calgary and Colorado again tonight.
I did too. I mean, I don't see why you wouldn't.
You take the juice.
I went a little. I went a little
Maybe
further. I went a little
30
further. I went a little further.
1.5.
Parlayed puck lines. Yeah.
Okay.
So just to make it exciting, Ryan in Arkansas. Arkansas. Hello, Ryan.
What's going on, Brandon? Hey, first off, big shout out to my man Rico fucking Bosco and the guys in the booth. Been long-time listener, first-time caller here. Brandon, you're absolutely fucking wrong about the 80s being better than the 90s. You're telling me fucking Airplane is better than the Big Lebowski?
Yeah, I'm definitely, for sure, I'm telling you that.
I didn't like the Big Lebowski.
100%. I will tell you that all day.
No, y'all, dude, the fucking Night at the Roxbury? Come on, bro. There's no fucking way.
I didn't like Big Lebowski.
I mean, this isn't.
I didn't get it.
This isn't a serious caller. He said Night at the
it's a
Roxbury.
serious caller.
He said Night at the Roxbury.
Night at the Roxbury.
Hey, another thing. Why you always fucking hating on the Hogs in Arkansas?
Because
you fucking West Point motherfucker.
Because by and large on Twitter, you guys have the dumbest fan base imaginable. Like, you just called into the show and told me that The Night at the Roxbury was one of the best comedies in the 90s.
Who's the number one team in basketball?
No, not one of the best. Just saying, how do you forget it? I mean, come on.
I easily forget it. It was very easy to forget Night at the Roxbury.
You had your big head ass bobbing at the school dance back or wherever the fuck y'all do at West Point, probably fucking your cousin.
You realize
bobbing your head.
Your voice. Okay. Good call, Ryan. That was worth the 27-minute wait you had.
Guy's got a few Coronas in him.
Arkansas is different.
God bless.
Arkansas, they're the dumbest fan base.
Their fans are so different.
They're so dumb. Like, I don't know if this that their smart ones just don't participate online, but online you can tell a guy's an Arkansas fan because it's unbelievable.
Shout out to Hogdoor.
Anyway, so that's our calls for today. I like how
end on that one.
Huh? Well, I don't know that I got time to take. Okay, I'll take one more.
Can't end on somebody calling you a big-headed idiot.
There's no guarantee this guy doesn't call me a big-headed idiot. It's Vito in Arizona. Hello, Vito.
Brandon, how's it going, my man?
It's good, Vito. What's up?
Not much. So it is a 70s movie. I did double-check that just now. But what about Monty Python and the Holy Grail? Pretty good, like real solid, very quotable.
I mean, it's fine, but that's not. It's not.
Well, it fits your quotable.
It's not in the discussion though.
Fits your quotable comedy movie thing
but
you
that's
had
not,
the other night.
Today's topic is 80s, 90s,
Okay,
versus 2000s.
maybe he wanted to call yesterday and he couldn't get through. Embrace the fans. It's a very funny movie.
Embrace the fans. You have 40,000 people blocked.
We are the knights who say
Nee. Yeah, I got my girlfriend's kids doing it. It's great. It annoys the shit out of her.
You must sacrifice a shrubbery.
She turned me into a newt. I got better.
You see? Look.
My favorite part is that they do intermission and there's 8 minutes left in the movie.
Also, Back to the Future is a comedy.
Comedic.
An adventure
elements.
comedy? An adventure comedy?
Adventure comedy.
All right. Let's do picks. Let's do picks. By the way, we've got
4-0 last night.
3-0. No, you were 4-1, weren't you? I went 3-0.
Yeah, I don't know.
You had the best. Yeah, you were 4-1. I was 3-0.
Right.
So there you go. There's the standings for last night. I was
4-1, yeah.
And it sucks. I went 3-0 in the NBA, just betting NBA, and now I have no NBA today. So I have to. I'm just going all hockey. I'm not betting baseball until I have to bet baseball. There will be a time this summer where I have to bet baseball to qualify, but I'm just not doing it until I have to do it. So here we go. Picks. I'll go first. I've got parlay.
The dunk chat first number. I said just give me a rough estimate. 30. He says 30. This is never gonna end.
Mine's low. I would go 50 in my school if I had it to over again. Yeah.
All right.
I would go Flames, Avs, puck line parlay.
Stole that.
Plus 240. I absolutely stole it, but I modified it after
money line minus 130.
I modified it after I stole it.
Yeah, fine.
I didn't straight up steal it. Caps, Panthers under 6.5. I did bet baseball this afternoon. Yeah, I put it in on the training platform. Red Sox money line to beat the good team. Beat the good team. Who off to a good start. Who are they beating? They're beating Ohtani. They're beating Ohtani today. Yeah, Red Sox money line. They're facing Ohtani. Plus 144. What's your picks?
TJ, you're gonna have to add this one when you tweet it out. I'm sorry. Brewers over 4.5 team total. I'm on the Blue Jays money line. That's probably my best bet. I gave it out on hot ice.
Minus 159.
Yeah, against Cleveland. No, they're good. They're very good. Mets.
159.
Oh, Jesus Christ. Mets plus 140. They're very good. They hit Nola. I love with this. I got the Avs playing. What?
The Cinco de Timo.
Did I say that?
Who said the Cinco?
I
said
said Cinco
that.
de
I said
Mayo. He
that.
said Cinco de Timo.
It fit better in the.
All right, so it's Avs, Flames, moneyline parlay minus 130. The Rockies, I love this team. I think they're just really good. Here is the Cinco de Timo moneyline parlay. Calgary Flames minus 240. Colorado Avalanche minus 400. New York Mets plus 138. Toronto Blue Jays minus 159. Colorado Rockies minus 137. Pays out 10-1.
I see something shocking in the chat. There's a couple guys arguing. Apparently, there's a couple of people in the chat. Just say yes or say me if I say in the chat, are you a teacher? Are you a teacher right now that's at a school watching this? Because if you are watching me and Rico from a school where you teach
It's
kids,
lunch hour.
I worry about the future of this country. I worry tremendously.
It's also Teacher Appreciation Week, so shout out to the teachers.
I shout out teachers. I love teachers. Teachers are the best. But I hope we don't have anybody in this chat who's going to leave this chat and go teach some impressionable 13-year-old.
When you were like 24 and unemployed, did you used to hit the teacher happy hours? Try to chase skirt?
Well, we didn't have teacher happy hours where I came from. We only had about.
What do you think?
bars.
You think he was doing that?
First of all, at 24,
You know what they do in Mississippi, Rico?
What do they do in Mississippi, Za? What do they do in Mississippi?
Guess we'll just leave it at that.
Why are you bouncing, by the way?
Actually, I don't know.
Okay. All right. There we go. Knucklehead's a teacher. Oh, Stephen Albert's a teacher. Adam Pocock is a teacher. That makes sense. All right. The Yak is up next.